YouTube, hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, the Growing Wealth channel. I want to bring you guys a really fun video today, guys, because something absolutely crazy happened today. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Tesla today raised they submitted a filing with the SEC that they're going to be raising up to $5 billion. That's going to increase their actual balance sheet of available cash up to almost $20 billion. That is a capital B, baby. This has me so excited for Tesla, guys, not just for the aspect of where they're going to be going, but it just adds an additional sense of security for the balance sheet. It adds additional benefit to where if they ever need to raise capital later time, not necessarily from raising it from their stock and issuing stock or anything of that nature, but it can really also potentially help because of the strength of their balance sheet. It can help them with actually interest rates, getting loans or anything of that nature. And let's be real, over the next little bit, if you guys paid any attention to actually Battery Investor Day, you know they're going to be scaling some of the brand new batteries. They're also going to be scaling Texas, getting some of that Cybertruck ready to rock and roll, getting my Cybertruck made that they're going to be making over there in Texas, getting Berlin up and going. And this is going to be $5 additional billion in cash added to that balance sheet, getting them ever closer to $20 billion in that balance sheet. This is super, super exciting. What's even crazier, generally with news like that, you're going to see the stock sometimes generally go down. Like when I heard that, I was like, it's going to go a little red today. And it kind of makes sense, right? Because the last day it was up to $643 was the absolute high that I saw it. Absolutely crazy, exciting, especially if you've been on this roller coaster ride like I have for the last 4 years. It's really flipped on its head. It feels like it's gone from there's a niche group of people that love Tesla and believe in its future, and then a overabundance of people that think that you are foolish, that it's overvalued, the Tesla short sellers, you fill in the blank. You're a fool if you think Tesla's going to do well too. Literally over the last year, it seems like everybody and their mother loves Tesla. They want to be involved in Tesla, and apparently it's going to the moon. So when you look at the Tesla stock price as a whole, it's not $643 anymore. Just looking today, just right now, it's literally sitting over $650. After it dropping back down to about $620, it ended up jumping up all the way to $650. Is it kind of exciting to see? Anytime it reaches new highs, I'm going to be real with you, it's pretty neat. But this isn't something that I will do absolute backflips for the whole day. Because really, when you look at a stock price, guys, it's like somebody standing in front of your house and screaming what they think it's worth. Short term, I love how Gally over at HyperChange put this. Short term, the actual stock price is like basically like a voting metric, right? It's what people feel like in that moment. And if I'm butchering this, Gally, I'm sorry, man. But then long term, in actual investing, it's like a weighing scale. So like short term, guys, it's 650 may not mean a whole lot. But long term, we're going to get a better idea of where this actual stock is going to be. Because, look, I'm a firm believer in about, 5 to 10 years, they're going to be selling well over 20 million cars. Then when you look on top of that, guys, with the Robotaxi network, their energy side potential of the business, this additional $5 billion that they're adding to the balance sheet is just going to be that additional sense of protection, especially going into 2021. Because let's be real, with the Roni Rona that's going on out there, as like Jeremy likes to put over the financial education channel, we really don't have an idea of what's going to happen, So that $5 billion, guys, adds a nice sense layer of security. I'm so excited about this news that came out. Honestly, it's not one of those things I'm looking to add any more to my position. I think right now we're sitting at about 305 shares of Tesla stock. In fact, I'll go ahead and show it right here. And when it comes to the actual portfolio as a whole, if you guys remember in a video that we made here recently, we talked about how we sold an actual small portion of our Tesla stock so we can actually get a Tesla Model Y. Now we have different goals of what we're going to do so we can actually get up to the point of getting that, being ready for that Cybertruck when it comes out and available, because, we're not fans of car payments, so we want to pay for our vehicles in cash. We sold about 80 shares, give or take. In fact, I think we sold 85 because we weren't, exactly sure how the taxes and everything came out to get the Model Y. So that puts us about 300 shares. Now here recently, we nibbled and got 5 more, so we're sitting about 305. Currently, right now, if Tesla never ever goes below 650 again, I don't want to say I would never buy into it again, but I'm happy being at 305. But I definitely believe that after the S&P has actually gone through, added Tesla to everybody's actually added Tesla, they need to add Tesla. I think we could see a slight pullback, obviously. Here's the thing in investing, guys. No one knows what's going to happen in the short term. Anybody does, you're literally just gambling. So I've really applied the philosophy that anytime Tesla's red, like in the day, I nibble and I nibble and I nibble and I nibble. And that's how we got up to 385. And of course, over the last little bit with Tesla going to absolute Mars, it's just been a wild ride. I mean, honestly, like I'm trying to be emotionally intelligent and not over celebrate, because if you get this high, you also got to get that low when the stock price drops. And this stock has taught me so much in regards to being emotionally just durable, and regardless of what it does, to just be really strong and patient. But yeah, guys, right now we're hitting pretty much another, I would call it an all-time high, but like I mentioned, since we sold some of the Tesla stock, I think the highest we got to was about 243,000. And you can see it if you look down towards the bottom of the screenshot, but now we're back above the 200,000 mark. So we're almost a fourth of the way where we want to be, which is before we are 40 years old, we want to have a 7-figure net worth. Really not even just net worth, because that includes your house, includes other things as well. But really when it comes to like managing a portfolio, I want it above 7 figures. And I was inspired by a lot of people like Gally over at Hyperchange, especially Jeremy over at the Financial Education Channel, because I watched that dude for like a good 3 years. And I really want to make this video, guys, for the aspect that I want to document my journey, so I can kind of look back and see. Because if I could go back and do anything, I would have filmed me in the beginning of investing, even though it would have been, I don't want to say embarrassing, right? But there was a lot of poor decisions. And there's a lot of priceless things that I learned that maybe I've even forgotten now. But I think it would have been good for me to go back and watch, and for some of you to hopefully be able to pick up on and go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed this impromptu video. I'm a little late, obviously, with the announcement of them raising the $5 billion. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. And we're going to keep upping the production quality and getting better and better, guys. But I'd love to hear your comments below. What do you guys think about the capital raise? And then also, too, if you got any like fun, neat suggestions and ideas for my YouTube channel on how we can better kind of spice things up with some of the editing and different things of that nature, guys. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.